Ladies and gentlemen, good morning for those in the UK, good afternoon for those in Australia or in surrounding nations. I hope you're doing just splendid today. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to it. I'm expecting a decent game, a close game at the very least. We'll see how both teams kind of respond after last week's performances. The Broncos, way off the pace. I thought they would have learned a lot of lessons from the World Club Challenge. Apparently not. And with the Eels, there were some good things here and there, but defensively they were shocking against the Storm. So let's see what kind of responses we get from them this week. If anyone's got any predictions, let me know in the live stream chat. I do need to put the poll up there as well, and people can vote on it. Who will win? I should have done that beforehand. Morning, Finn. Good to see you, mate. How you doing, lad? Broncos and I spelled Broncos wrong. Well done, me. Broncos and Eels. Okay, there's a poll in the live stream chat. If you've got a thought on who you think's going to win, feel free to vote. Let me know any exact score predictions. What did I go for this one? Oh, morning, Fred. Oh, we got some of the regulars in here. It's good to see. You know, I kind of messed up this morning, by the way. I messed up. Now, it's obviously 8:45. So I was thinking, I'll make sure I've got an alarm set. So I set two. One that was meant to be for an hour before kickoff, so it would have been 8 o'clock. And one that was meant to be 45 minutes before kickoff, which would be 8:15. I set my alarms for 9 and 9:15. So if I was woken up by my alarms, I'm missing the game. Luckily, I woke up like 2 or 3 hours ago, so I'm all good. But I made a miscalculation by an hour. The clocks haven't even changed. I just messed up big time. And we've got Jack as well. Jack, good to see you, mate. I'm not too bad. I'm actually in good spirits. I'm ready for the weekend. I'm ready for this game. I don't feel tired, even though it's the morning, because as I said, I was up hours ago. But I don't know. I'm in a good mood. I'm feeling all right. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are splendid. Shame most of the cup games aren't on telly. Yeah, that's the thing, Finn. Like last year, they had Wakefield versus Lee on Sky Sports Plus, which I paid for, and then put it on stream. I don't know if you're here for that one or not, but I had to watch it on my phone at first because it wouldn't load on my PC. So I watched it on my phone on stream, and then eventually got it up on PC. But I think at the very least they could have put it on Sky Sports Plus. I would have paid for 1 or 2 games this weekend to then stream them for people. But yeah, it's unfortunate. So there's just the Wakey versus Leeds on... That's tomorrow night, right? And then they've got... One of the other games is on the Sportsman's YouTube channel, I think. There's no point me streaming that if it's already on YouTube, yeah. BBC iPlayer. Hopefully I can just bring it up on my PC, that's the hope. Rovers Huddersfield, right, okay. They could have put the other games on Sky Sports Plus. It's like, you could have made some money from them. Or at the very least the clubs. I don't know if any clubs are streaming them or, doing a pay-per-view. Not too sure. Looking at the poll right now, we've got 18 votes. 83% say the Broncos will win. I'll do a quick run through the team list now, actually, before we get started. So, in the backs for the Broncos, they have Walsh, Karapani, Staggs, Shibasaki, Mariner, Mam and Reynolds. The forwards include Jensen, Pakes, Haas, Gusevski, Ricky and Carrigan. The bench is Ben Hunt, Willison, Talty, Tarfa, Anderson and Jaden Hunt. Head coach, Michael Maguire. In the backs for the Eels, they have Iongi, Simonson, Russell, Samrani, Adokar, Pezzett and Moses. The forwards include Williams, Smith, Barlow, Tuolangi, Katoga and DeBellin. The bench is Walker, Tuavaiti, Dury, De Silva, Geimer and Papali. Jason Riles is the head coach. So, last week the Broncos, later or close to kickoff, they moved Mam to the bench and Ben Hunt started at 6. This week they're going back to what they originally had in the first place, which I think is the right call. I think Hunt's Hunt's ability to change games off the bench is going to be important. I know Mam could do the same, but I think Hunt's influence off the bench is going to be important. The Eels have had to make a change. Samarani comes in for Penasini later. It's coming later this week. So hopefully that's not too disruptive in the back line for the Eels. But we'll see how they deal with that, how they get on with it. Our Rovers versus Huddersfield is on over something like FC Lee is hilarious. Yeah, I think if I'm looking at a streaming schedule, Finn, and I'm deciding which game would I rather stream, obviously, let's say I haven't really streamed Huddersfield or Hull KR that much, but I've streamed FC and Lee a lot, then I would go with the other game. But if I've streamed them quite equally, and I need to pick which one's going to be the best game, you can't really get much better this weekend than FC versus Lee. Like, you just can't. It's a great matchup on paper. Aside from injuries that both sides are dealing with, it's a great game on paper, and it's worth a watch. We are being deprived of Rugby League royalty. What are they doing? See how much Brisbane learnt in that training session with FC? Clearly learned how to get battered going off last week. It's nice that we can joke about it, isn't it? But yeah, I realised I've streamed all 3 Broncos games so far. It's not really been intentional, but it's just kind of been schedule-wise. That's how it's worked out so far. Normally Thursday games I can do in the morning. They've had 2 so far, and the World Cup Challenge was at a convenient time. So I won't be doing the Broncos every week. Actually, if there's a chance to do the Broncos, I will, because I think I get a lot of Broncos fans coming in, because they have got the biggest. I'm pretty sure the Broncos have the biggest fan base in Rugby League. Pretty sure, quite comfortably as well. So it's kind of worth doing Broncos games. FC Lee last season was always maximum 6 points, even if a draw at one point. Yeah. Oh yeah, there was a draw quite early on, wasn't there? Both when you had players fit and available. Oh, someone reminded me this morning as well about Bevan French being injured. So I made my change to the fantasy team. Any Super League fans in here that's doing the fantasy league, and you got Bevan French in there, make sure you take him out. Plus field. So make sure you take him out. Biggest fan base is obviously Hull KR with their billions of Asian fans. Very true. It's all the Coldplay fans now becoming Hull KR fans. Looking at the polls, still around 82-83%. We've got 28 votes currently. I have actually, for the first time in months, I've just put a bet on. Well, I did it last night. Got Taylor Ray and French. Well, you need to get French out. Get him out. Make a change. If you, well, you got 1 transfer left. Well, French is out for 4 months, so you might as well get him out now while you can. The game's starting in about 7 minutes. It won't be shown on here because I don't have the rights to show it. So it's just commentary. Just me yapping away and just commentary. But I'll do my best with that. I do not have the rights to show such thing. But yeah, about 6 to 7 minutes away. I'm not falling for that. Don't start with that, Finn. Don't start with that, because somebody in a Facebook group said something yesterday. So no. We're not going there. We're not going there. We're not going there. I'm looking at news. I can't find any news. I feel like that would come up by now. There's nothing. No, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything about Kai Taylor Ray. This is not happening. Don't you dare. I think we're fine. I think you're just taking the mick. I think you are pulling my leg, sir. I think we're good. Oh, movie recommendation, by the way. Just want to say, I wanted to go watch Mercy in cinemas a couple of months back, but I didn't. And that's the one with Chris Pratt and Rebecca Ferguson. I wanted to see it in cinemas, but I watched it the other day. Really good. I really enjoyed it. Great concept. Acting was good. Action was good. The story was pretty solid as well. Would recommend. Watch it if you haven't already. I think Rugby League needs to be easier to see online to grow the sport. I agree with that one. Amazing how many people I speak to have never heard of the sport. Well, one thing I thought would be a good thing, Spring, is, in future when, well, let's say in the future when we've got, say, more teams in Super League, at that point, maybe we need multiple broadcasters to show multiple games, because Sky might not be able to show all of them. Let's say we had 18 teams, like the NRL plans to soon, and then we had to have 9 games a weekend. Maybe Sky can't really show all of them. They just stick a bunch on Sky Sports Plus, which we don't want. Why don't we just take 1 game a week and just stream it on YouTube for free? Just, first of all, the ad revenue off that would at least get some money in. It's not going to be a lot, but it would be some. You'd get tens of thousands, and depending on the game, possibly hundreds of thousands. It then draws more people on YouTube, like younger people, that maybe have never seen it, and they're like, what the hell is this? Or you could multi-stream it. YouTube, Twitch, Kick, wherever, and just anyone can access it. Just 1 game a week. And all the ad revenue off that just builds up. And you can interact with people at, pre-game, half-time, full-time as well. Put polls up and reference them. And things like that. And people might still donate as well during the stream. And if people have donated up to a certain threshold, they get read out. Obviously, if they're within reason of what the message is. But it's, it's a way to sort of grow the game. Money would come back in, but you get more people into the sport. Might start betting on which FC player will get injured every week. It's worth a shot. Stick 20 quid on it. YouTube would grow more than Sky at this point. Yeah, I think we need more on the BBC. And just more online, as you say. Heard that Kai Taylor Ray is injured as well. Curse the fullback. No, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't corroborate his story, Dawn. Don't corroborate it. Oh, no. I'm checking Facebook because that's where I initially saw someone who I thought was taking the mick. Okay, game's going to start soon, by the way. Players are dapping each other up in the changing rooms. I'm not seeing anything. So you mentioned in our Discord, Finn? Possibly. I was thinking with the Thursday night Super League spot, we might keep getting done over by darts on main event. Good point. Get darts as a bigger sport, but I do think Sky should alternate us and darts on main event. Possibly. One thing that really bothers me, I think you guys will notice this as well. Again, I'm talking to the English fans. I'm aware this is an NRL game. I apologise. Game will start soon, by the way. But when it really bothers me when there's a game on Sky Sports Plus and the replaying past games in Super League from like the night before or the week before, or even, Super League Gold from like decades ago. But there's a game on Sky Sports Plus and they could just put it on one of the main channels. Like it's on main event or on Action or something like that. And they're showing an old game. Why not just put the old game on Sky Sports Plus unless that's only workable for live games. But just use that slot for a live game. It's pointless. It's so unbelievably pointless. Anyway, we're about to get started. 2 minutes away. Plus, put all games on YouTube. Yes, exactly. Good point. The NRL does it. I mean, we do it sometimes, but the NRL does put a lot of old games out. Like every week, I'm pretty sure nearly every week, they'll put out all of the highlights for that round from like 6 years ago or 8 years ago. They've uploaded all the round 1 and round 2 highlights from 2018. Or at least round 1. Contracts of only 2 main channel games a week. Well, that's got to change. That has to change. Otherwise, we've got to start looking elsewhere for more coverage, basically. But the players are out. The Broncos are walking out at the moment. So, final run through of the team list before we get started. Let's get a trumpet, shall we? Hey! Alright, folks. So, final run through of the teams. In the backs, we have, for the Broncos, Walsh, Karapani, Staggs, Shibasaki, Mariner, Mam, and Reynolds. The forwards include Jensen, Pakes, Haas, Gasevsky, Ricky, and Carrigan. The bench is Ben Hunt, Willison, Talty, Tarfa, Anderson, and Jaden Hunt. Head coach is Michael Maguire. In the backs for the Eels, they have Iongi, Simonson, Russell, Samrani, Adokar, Pezzett, and Moses. The forwards include Williams, Smith, Barlow, Tuolangi, Katoga, and Debellin. The bench is Walker, Tuiviti, Dury, De Silva, Geimer, and Papali. Head coach is Jason Riles. Okay, Broncos will be out on the field shortly. Got 42 people in it at the moment. Poll's still live, 58 votes, 76% of you say the Broncos will win. I do have the Broncos to win, and also the bet. I mentioned the bet before. First time I bet in months. Forgot to bring that up. Dawn says, come on, Brisbane. Should have recovered from the jet lag. This game on Sky, it is not. It is not. That doesn't mean it is. By winking, I just mean something else. Oh, my cash out's gone down from... how much to put on? A fiver. Okay, so I've got the Broncos to win, the Warriors to win, the Roosters to win, Leeds to win. Oh, I put a bunch of games on here. Broncos, Warriors, Roosters, Leeds, Wigan, Tigers, Storm, Panthers. I backed the Knights. I don't know why I did it, but I did. And the Dolphins. Rugby League 26, the game nearly put me off the sport after 25 years. People keep telling me every few months it's gotten better, but I don't believe them. Okay, folks. We're underway. The Eels will kick to the Broncos towards the back right. It's collected by Karapani. Hands it off to Corey Jensen, and he's up towards the 10. So here we go, folks. Here we go. Let's end this poll as well. Down the left edge with Jack Gasiewski. I'm hoping to see a little bit more from Gasiewski. I'm not sure what the injury status is of Piakora, but I think they could do with him back. His run threat is evident, or the lack of it is evident. Next carry from Reece Walsh, trying to get on the front foot through the middle. 2 tackles to go. Pakes hands the ball off to Payne Haas, takes it just short of halfway. Pretty good opening set there from the Broncos. Nice and quick pace down the right edge with Reynolds. Kicks towards the back right. 45 seconds gone. Josh Adokar, the Fox, underneath it, returns it, and will play this ball 15 out from his own try line. Pezzett plays it for Russell. Hopefully he being Pezzett, sorry, has a decent game this week. Hopefully he's settled in a little bit more and they connect a bit more towards the edges. Smith waits at dummy half, goes right to Simonson. Brought into the team. Was he in the team already? Was it Samrani? It might have been Samrani. My bad. Next carry from Barlow through the centre of the field. 1 minute and 20 seconds gone. Last tackle for the Eels. Made it to about the same territory as the Broncos. Minute and a half gone. Last tackle. There's a kick from Moses. Collected by Walsh. Returns it over the 10. Cutting down the short side left. Possibly a high shot there. And that's going to be a penalty for the Broncos. High shot on Walsh. Moses is not happy with that. Is that Tuolangi? I think it was. Or it might have been Katoga. I'm not sure who's on that right-hand side. That's my bad. Poor commentary from myself. There's a penalty for the Broncos. Yeah, just a little bit high. Nothing dangerous though, which is fine. Okay. Broncos will have a fresh set on the halfway line. There's a tap and go from Shibasaki and up towards the Eels 40. Good territory for the Broncos. Pakes goes right to Mam. Switches back to Jensen over the 40. Shifting it back towards the middle. Reynolds out the back to Walsh. Ball across to Stagg. Steps back inside, but he's wrapped up. Good defensive work there from the Eels. That's Russell in the tackle. 35 metres out. Pakes goes back towards the middle to Reynolds going left. He switches back to Payne Haas. He takes it over the 30. Pakes goes right to Walsh. Cuts back towards the middle. Trying to shrug off Russell. Gets an offload to Pakes. Sees a gap through the middle. He's stopped just short of the 20. 3 minutes gone. Last tackle for Brisbane. Left to Reynolds. And there's a low kick through inside the in-goal area. It is collected in goal by Simonson. And he's taking over the dead ball line. Good pressure there from the Broncos. Just building. Just building off the back of the penalty that they got. And getting a repeat set. Good stuff from them. Got Walsh. Adokar tries my bet. I think it's possible. I backed Walsh for anytime try scorer. Is it starting now? The game has started, but I can't show it. I don't have the rights to show you the game. 3.5 minutes gone. Drop out for the Eels. Good start for the Broncos. I want to see them be a bit more ruthless, especially in the first half. I'm doing good, Drizzy. How you doing, mate? I'm all right. I've got some energy today. So off the back of the dropout, collected by Jensen, he takes it up towards the 30. So good territory again with a fresh set for the Broncos. Short side left to Walsh. Carries it up towards the 20 down the left-hand side. Eels 12 by 12 tonight. Oh, fair enough. Back towards the middle, 6 again. Ruck infringement. Carrigan in centre field, 20 metres out. Across to Reynolds, switches back to Ricky. Takes it over the 20. Drags a few defenders. Good carry there. 15 out. Right at the post. Pates goes left to Reynolds. Then across to Walsh. They might have an overlap here, possibly. Steps back inside. Walsh will glide through. Not an obstruction in sight. This should be fine and dandy. Finn, Walsh, you got him for your bet. I backed him any time. Good start for us, mate. Good start for us. 4-0 for the Broncos. 4-0 for the Broncos in front of the post. I couldn't speak for a second then. This will be 6. I'll just give them 6. Let's have a look at this one again. So there's a couple missed tackles. Was there a slip from an Eels player? There might have been. I don't like when Walsh just jumps up in the air like that. Because I get worried that he's going to mess it up. Hasn't he done that before? I know someone has, but hasn't Walsh done that before where he's messed up? From doing something silly. Sophia, what channel's it on? It's on, well, it's not on a UK channel. I can tell you that much. I can tell you that. I would definitely not switch on a VPN and search VIPROW.NU. I would definitely not do that. But if you can get Fox 2 Sports, then thank you, Don. Thank you for that. Oh, I just realised something. I can't really say it, but I just realised something. It's Rugby League related, but I can't really say it. Sorry. Just speaking out loud. So, we've had 5.5 minutes gone. 6-0 advantage for the Broncos. Reece Walsh with the first try of the game. So, good start for me. Oh, what did I... you signed for Saints? You wish. You wish. I went with... I know I had Broncos 1-12. I said 28-16 to the Broncos. That was my exact score. 6 minutes gone. Broncos in possession, 15 out from their own line. It's right to Reynolds, hands it off to Ricky, takes it over the 20, and drags a couple of defenders again. 2 good carries so far from Ricky in this game. That's 6 minutes gone. Down the short side right with Staggs over the 30. 2 tackles left. Left to Walsh. Drills a kick through centre field. Plenty of distance on it. I think Walsh might actually be one of the most dangerous kickers in the game. I think 3 of the most dangerous include Burton, Moses. Well, the top 5 most dangerous. Burton, Moses, Walsh, Cleary. And can't think, there's one more that I need to think of. Not too sure. So an offload backwards for the Eels. Collected by Samarani, but a space through centre field up towards the 30. Third tackle for Parramatta. Smith goes left. Next carry up towards the 40. Good metres there from, I think that was Simonson. Smith down the left edge with Katoga trying to break through. He's now in centre field with Moses on the Broncos 40. Puts boot to ball. Plenty of height on this one. Underneath it is Walsh. Goes up, collects cleanly. Met by Russell. And he comes down on the 10. Next carry is from Dean Mariner. Hits the defensive wall. Falls down just over the 10-yard line. Staggs next up towards the 20. Through centre field. He's now left with Karapani. Up towards the 30. And it'll be Pakes. Giving it to Haas. Bit of space behind the ruck there. Could have been an offload to Shibasaki, but would have been tricky to get it to him. Last tackle for the Broncos. Shifting it right to Reynolds. Puts boot to ball. Hits the belly. Spinning slightly, but it's collected cleanly by Isaiah Youngie. I hope he has a good year this year and does a good job with Tonga in the Rugby League World Cup. Hopefully. Sam Rani with the latest carry. Up towards the 40. I think I've got some of my names wrong here in the back line. The list on screen is right, but I think with some of the numbers, it's... I think I'm a bit off here at the moment. DeBellin with the next carry through centre field. Inside Broncos territory. 3 tackles to go. Smith down the left edge goes right to Williams. Then across to Moses. Pops the ball up to Tulangi. I think he probably should have given the ball out the back there. But then out on the 40 in centre field. Smith goes right to Moses. Engages the line. Wants to go back inside but gives a flat ball to Samrani. Over on the right edge. Last tackle. 30 metres out. Moses wants to kick through. Another kick through from Smith, but it's taken on the full by Walsh. And he returns it up towards the 20. Shrugs off a few defenders. Still going. Cuts back towards the right and falls down just over the 20. We've had 9 minutes gone. Karapani with the next carry. Makes a couple of metres down the left edge of the field for Brisbane. With a man waiting at dummy half. Next carry from Mariner. Over the 30 for Brisbane. 3 tackles to go in this set. Patrick Carrigan up towards the 40 through centre field. It's now the 4th. Pakes right to Haas. And a 6 again. Space behind the ruck. Looking for an offload. Gets one to Reynolds. Nearly breaks through the line. Good tackle there from Katoga. Really important. Pakes. Quick play. The ball goes right to Mam. Flat ball to Ricky. Trying to break through the line. Pezzett just about brings him down. Could have been a hip drop there, but gets up. 15 metres out. They go left to Reynolds in centre field. Cross to Walsh. Flat ball to Gosevsky. Slammed into the ground. That's a good tackle there. Next carry from Jensen. Over the 10. 2 tackles left. About 8 metres out left of the post. Pakes goes right to Carrigan. Across to Reynolds. Kicks the ball through. Staggs. So much time. Great run. 2 runners there. Ricky and Staggs. All the time in the world to collect that. Katoni's in. It's 10-0 with a kick to come. I reckon they'll get the kick. But this is a hot start from Brisbane. Couple penalties and 6 again. 6 against to help them get up the field. But they are backing themselves and coming up with tries. This is a much better start from Brisbane. I understand the Eels are a poor defensive side. I get it. But at the very least, you expect them to get points, and that's what they're doing. So you can't be mad at that. Oh, mate, the Broncos, when the Broncos are on it, they're so fun. They're so good to watch. The problem is they only get on it when they're behind in big games. It's just frustrating sometimes. Like against Hull KR, when they were trying to make the comeback, they were so fun. Like what they did in the last 20 minutes against Hull KR is what I want to see more often. They're a cracking side, they just don't show it enough. But 2023, they were 2023 and what was the other year where they were like really fun and exciting? Was it 22 or 21? Or am I just thinking about 23? There was another year where the Broncos were like so fun to watch. Last 20 minutes against Hull, they were so good. Looked shockingly bad before that. Yeah, that's kind of how they were a lot of last year. Towards the back end anyway. Had to make a lot of comebacks, which they did. I think they did it against the Storm in the grand final. The Panthers the week before that. The Raiders the week before that. And I think they might have done it the week before that as well. And possibly the week before that. It's ridiculous. Walsh was the most informed player on the planet at the back end of last year. But I would like to see some good years from Trebojevic and Ponga, especially. Who got a try? First one was Walsh, second one was Staggs. Oh, the kick was good, by the way, sorry. We'll get back underway in a second. So the Eels will kick back to the Broncos. Forgot to update the score. Right. There we go. So yeah, Walsh first, Staggs second. Next carry from Carrigan over the 20. I thought I messed up my words then, but I got them spot on. Just sounded wrong. It's now right to Reynolds. Seeds a gap, needs an offload. Actually, doesn't need one. Hands it off to Stags, though. Support back inside, doesn't give it to Ricky. Wants a quick play of the ball, gets it for Pakes. Cuts back towards the left. Haas through centre field, over the 30, gets an offload back to Pakes. Looking right, switches back to Carrigan. They've allowed the Eels to settle here. They could have finished that off. They could have done. Carrigan plays it 20 metres out. Pakes goes left to Mam. Out the back to Walsh. Flat ball to Shibasaki. Loses it. No, he collects it. And he stops on the 10. Just about holds it. I'm not sure what Moses is upset about. Well, there's a kick from Walsh. Cross field. Plenty of zip on this one. Batted backwards. Ricky's there. All he has to do is jump over the line. Oh my God, he's held up. That's a hell of a stop. I think he might have lost it in the process, but video ref going to check, or the bunker's going to check. Great kick from Walsh. It's batted backwards from Stags. How Ricky hasn't scored there, I do not know. Let's see. So we've got a Broncos and Eels player going up, just checking whether that's a knock-on anywhere in there for the contest. It's backwards either way. They just mentioned a rule tweak. I just missed it. If anyone heard what Vossi mentioned about the rule change, do let me know. So Ricky collects it. Pezzett goes in with a tackle, gets nice and low. Oh! Ricky is that close to the line and drops it. He is that close. Mate, that ball slips out right at the end. Oh, how's he not scored there? Had Walsh and Stags anytime. Happy days. Well done, you. Well done, Bill. Good stuff. Congratulations. I need my bet to come in. I put a fiver on it. I can't remember what the odds were. 60.38 to 1. But I need the Broncos to win first, so let's start with that, shall we? 27 minutes to go in the first half. We've had 13 minutes gone so far. That ball is going a long way. It finally ends up in the hands of Payne Haas, and he takes it over the halfway line up towards the 40. Broncos with 70% possession already. But 100% completion from both. 9 out of 9 for Brisbane, 4 out of 4 for the Eels. Pakes in centre field, dummy half, goes left to Mam, switches back to Gusevski, takes it over the 30. Broncos now down the left edge of the field, 25 metres out. 13 and a half minutes gone. Reynolds, out the back to Walsh. Flat ball to Ricky, possibly with a breakthrough. Good metres again from Ricky though. 15 out. Goes left to Carrigan, then right to Haas up towards the 10. If Ricky was able to change the angle of that run to more of an overs line, strong overs line, then it could have been through there. Carrigan, left to Reynolds, then across to Mam, a little bit wayward, collected by Karapani, cuts back towards the middle. Takes it back over the 10. 14 minutes gone. Last tackle for Brisbane. Pakes goes right to Carrigan, across to Walsh, kicks through, trying to put Youngie under pressure, knocks it backwards, over the dead ball line. Broncos getting a lot of repeat sets here. Para... They're going to have to restrict meters at some point. I understand the Broncos are doing well like, with the kicks through, the forcing repeat sets. But at some point, you've either got to collect it and get over the try line, or when the Broncos are 30 metres out, you can't let them get in front of your own line. Like, you've got to keep them away from the red zone. Eels wooden spoon, very possibly, Callum. Very, very possibly. It's been 3 dropouts already for Para. Jensen with the return carry off the dropout. Broncos are 35 metres out. 15 minutes gone. Pakes goes right to Carrigan. Switches back to Haas. Through centre field. Now 30 out. Second tackle plays it for Pakes. It's left to Mam. Then to Walsh. Cuts back towards the middle. Couple steps here. Slips underneath Mitch Moses and will get tackled 15 metres out. Pakes fakes down the short side left but goes right to Mam. Engages the line. He's 5 out, trying to shrug off a defender, but he's stopped just left of the post. 2 tackles to go. Pakes goes right to Reynolds. doesn't hand the ball off. There was a possible kick option through for Carrigan, but he gets wrapped up, plays over Pakes, 10 out, goes right to Walsh. Flat ball to Staggs, trying to get around Russell. Bumps him off, falls to ground himself. Kicks cross field. Decent chase here. Does he get the bounce? Shibasaki tries to bat it backwards, but that goes over the dead ball line. So it'll be a 7-tackle set, 20-metre tap for the Eels. They need it. The Eels need it big time. They need to get out their own end. They need some sustained pressure down the Broncos' end of the field, really. I was kind of hoping the Broncos would stick to what they were doing. I feel like that was a little bit of impatience there from Walsh getting it to Staggs. I was thinking, you know what, just kick the ball through. Just chip towards the corner or go with a grubber. Try and force a repeat set. If it's a 7-tackle set, fair enough, but I think just trying to be patient there. But the Eels got up towards halfway and they get a penalty. So here we go. The Eels are going to get some good territory now. So there's a high shot from Ricky on DeBellin. Oof. There's a shoulder in there from Reynolds, but that wasn't his fault, actually. He's just small. That's all. 23 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first half. Kick into touch from the Eels. They're going to start a fresh set 30 metres out. Oh, we got 97 people in here. Howdy. Didn't realise there was that many people in. So, thanks for stopping by. Both with 100% completion. 13 completed for the Broncos, 5 for the Eels. But they're in possession. That look forwards, though, to Tuolangi. Gets a break. Gets past Walsh. Just a line to get to. What a carry. What a carry. Forward pass. But what a carry. From the big man down the right edge. The Eels will answer back. Finally getting some good territory. Finally. This is the highest up the field they've been all game. And they get a try. I reckon they'll get the kick as well, so I'll make it 6. First proper attacking set for Para. Let's have a look at this again. Pretty sure it was forwards, but breaks through the line, gets between Mam and Gusevski. Walsh to beat. Walsh can't quite get to him. Pakes is there with a last-ditch effort, so is Shibasaki, but too big, too strong, too fast, gets to the line. Tuolangi with the try. The Eels answer back. Good on them. Good on them. Eels wooden spoon. Maybe not, Callum. Maybe that changes now. But that's a great carry. Good stuff. It is only 4 for the Eels, but I do think they'll get the kick, so I've just given it. Don't mess me up now, Mitch. Or whoever's taking it. Don't mess me up, please. 113. Welcome. Good to see you. If you guys want to join a prediction league, by the way, an NRL Predictions League, there's a link in the description to sign up and join. The kick from Moses is good, so it is 12-6. Let's get a trumpet, shall we? Hey. If you want to see the rest of my predictions also for the week, there's a video up on my channel. I really messed up with this video in my NRL predictions video because I tried a new thumbnail and it didn't work. It just didn't work at all. So, lessons learned. 21 minutes and 10 seconds to go. We'll get back underway in a second. 12-6 to the Broncos. Walsh gets us back underway with a kick towards the back right. Bounces once. Collected in goal. And it's going to be Williams with the first carry of this set. He's going to be stopped just short of the 10. Shrugs off one defender and then takes it over the 10. 21 minutes to go. It's now with DeBellin up towards the 20 through centre field. See if the Eels can get a bit of momentum now. But I want to see if the Broncos can switch it back and not let the game get away from them because they had a great start. So see what they can do about this. Tuolangi, the try scorer for the Eels, up towards the 40. 2 tackles to go. Nearly done with the first quarter. It is left to DeBellin. Through centre field, stopped just short of halfway. Last tackle for Para. 48 metres gained. Smith goes right to Moses. Puts plenty of distance and height on this one. Towards the back right. Oh, what a kick. That is caught a metre in front of the try line by Karapani. Up towards the 20. Mitch Moses is just great with a boot, isn't he? Mam goes left to Shibasaki. Over the 20. Slammed into the ground by Moses and... Is that Simonson? Oh no, 20 Samrani. Right. Let me just quickly check the numbers before I start messing up. Samrani is 20, so Simonson's 2, Russell 4, Samrani 20, and Adokar is 5. Right, okay. Samrani is 20. Got it. My bad, folks. So we ended up getting a penalty for the Broncos. Shibasaki with a tap on halfway. We're done with the first quarter. 19.5 minutes to go in the first half. And the Broncos are 45 metres out. Right to Mam. Switches back to Jensen. Over the 40. Now 35 metres out. Second tackle. Pakes goes right to Reynolds. Out the back to Walsh. Then to Staggs. Trying to get around Russell. Up towards the 30. Shrugs off Russell. Just over the 30. Good carry from Staggs. He's such a strong ball runner. And it's Walsh that goes left to Haas. Gets an offload to Pakes. It is right to Reynolds. Fakes the offload. Staggs putting his boot back on, so couldn't give it to him. And he's 20 metres out. It's Simonson... Sorry, Samrani was not originally in the starting 17. He was 20 in the squad. Please don't score now while I'm talking about this. Okay. He was 20 in the squad. Penasini came out, who was number 4, so that's why he's got 20. They do normally do 1 to 17, but it was a late change. There's a kick towards the back right. We've got a bit of a mess. Oh my god. Has Mam just scored a try off the back of this? Ref wants to check a potential escort. No try given on field. Bunker will check. What a kerfuffle that was. That's not the right word. Shenanigans. What a load of shenanigans. So we had a kick through. Kick chase is cleared as onside. So escort against Pezza at the very least. It's not backwards by Russell. This might be a try, actually. Or did it come off Stag's arm first? They're just clearing whether Stag's knocked on or not. I don't think he has done, but... No, I think that's backwards off Russell. Wait, what? Did Russell not just knock that backwards? Okay. Well, it's a penalty for the Broncos anyway. I reckon tap and go here. Para's not a good defensive side. Just tap and go. Don't take the 2. Don't do it. They're taking the 2. I'm going to put this out there now. If there are any rugby league players in here, I'm not talking about professional players, right? I'm not talking about professionals. There might be some in here. There's probably not. But can I just make a point real quick? If you're playing Rugby League and you're in good attacking positions and you can take the 2. Now, if you need the 2 to equalise, by all means. But can I just say, it is your responsibility to be good offensively, to be good defensively, to be clean with possession. Back yourselves. Go for the points. The extra points. Don't take the 2. Back yourselves in attacking positions. Go for the try. Please. Back yourselves, for God's sake. If you are a shocking attacking team, though, I understand if you'll take any points you can get. Like, if you're bottom of the league, you're playing top, you're just about staying in the game, I get it. The 2 is good, by the way. Then if you have to take the 2, I get it. But if you're a team that looks like you can get up the field or you can open up defences, back yourselves for the try, honestly. Comes from the coach, though. Ignore him. Tell them you watch Kinetic Rugby League talk absolute shite, and now you are better at making decisions. Just go with that. I'm sure sure the coach will be fine with that. Still 100% completion from both sides, but double the completions for Brisbane and double the meters so far. Pakes goes left to Walsh. Kicks from his own 30. A lot of distance on this one, but it's collected on the 20 by Iongi. 16 minutes and 15 to go. What I'd say to that basically, Spring, is if you're playing for a team and the coach is normally like, let's go for 2, say to the coach, the next time we're in that position, can we just back ourselves once? Like, can we just try it once and back ourselves? If we don't get it, we don't get it. We go back to normal. Anyway, Eels in possession on halfway. They go left to Barlow, then to Walker, across to Pezzett. Shifting the ball down the left edge. It's lost, collected by Staggs. And he takes it back over the halfway line into Para territory. Mistakes there from Parramatta. They can't be turning the ball over like that. They just can't be doing it. Carrigan pops it up to Willison. Great carry from him over the 30. Retired from playing like 10 years ago. Nothing to worry about here. Well, when you become a coach, you know, you'll have learnt your lessons, but there's a simple breakthrough for Payne Haas. I'm just yapping away, and there's a simple try there for Brisbane. That's going to be great on the stream highlights. Hello, TikTok. Let's have a look at this again, shall we? Let's have a look at this again. 15 minutes to go. Simple flat ball to Payne Haas. Whose fault was this? Who did this? Show yourselves. Came off the back of an error from Kautoga. The Fijian. Kitione Kautoga. Turning the ball over. 25 out. Flat ball from, was that Carrigan? Yeah, it was Carrigan. Great line there from Payne Haas as well. Who did they isolate? Was it Kautoga? Yes, it was. So basically, even if Pezzett was able to make the tackle, that's Haas on Pezzett, so that's good. That's a good matchup for the Broncos, but that's going to be 18-6 with a kick to come. I would like to see more of that from Carrigan, by the way. Like being more of a ball-playing 13, making those kind of decisions. Because we see it from Isaiah Yeo. That's why we rate him so highly. Because he not only can take the carries through the middle, the kick from Reynolds is also good. So it's 26. His carries are already good through the middle. So are Carrigan's. But Yeo can dictate play. He can make those kind of decisions. I think a lot of the time, we'll see Carrigan as that pivot through the middle, with the balls at the back. But I want to see him taking on more responsibility with, not necessarily play calls, but dictating play, basically. I want to see more of it. He's already a great player, one of the hardest working players in the game. But I just want to see more of that, specifically. Back underway. Eels kick to the Broncos down the right edge. 13.5 minutes to go in the first half. And it's going to be Willison with the first carry. A few defenders in the tackle, stop him on the 10. That's good work there. Next carry from Gusevski, short of the 30. I don't know if I'm going to get my exact score on this one. I don't think I'm going to. Oh, we've got 2 players down. Williams and Gusevski both on the ground. Williams gets up though. But Gusevski is still down. Clock is stopped as well. Hope he's alright. He might have to go off for HIA here. Oh, I just missed that. I just missed it. Let's see it again. Oh, that is face-to-face collision. That's one thing you don't use for tackles, folks, is your face. So, Gusevsky will be getting a bit of a break here, and a HIA. But Dury is coming on. Williams is going off for the Eels. Dury comes on. And Gusevsky is coming off. Who's coming on? Tarfa maybe, or Tolty? Tarfa comes on. Okay. So it's Dury for Williams and Tarfa for Gusevsky. Tarfa will play this in his place. 15 out from their own line. Second tackle. Carrigan with the next carry over the 20. We're back underway. 3 tackles to go. It's with Payne Haas. Straightens up with a strong carry up towards the 30. 13 minutes to go. 2 tackles left. Oh, he has to go back and play this. Pakes goes right to Willison. Quick defensive line speed there. Few defenders rushing out the line. That's good stuff. Last tackle for Brisbane. Pakes left to Walsh. Under pressure but gets a kick away. A lot of spin on this one. Collected cleanly by Youngie. Good take there. And he's a few metres shy of his own 40. Let's see what the Eels can do. Because they're not in bad position to... Not in bad field position to start this set. So we'll see. Adokar over the 40. 12.5 to go. Plays with a Pezzett. Now with Simonson. Not quite in Broncos territory just yet. 3 tackles left. Smith, right to Walker. Oof, that's a strong hit. 2 of IT is on the field as well for the Eels. Smith goes left to Walker. Engages the line himself. Takes it over the Broncos 40. 12 minutes to go. Last tackle for the Eels. Smith, right to Moses. Plenty of height on this towards the back right. Karapani underneath this one. Goes up, collects it cleanly. Well taken from Josiah Karapani. Brought down on the 10. Shibasaki with the next carry, taking it just over. Quick defensive line speed there. I think Para really needs to put some effort into this defensive set. You've got to get up and meet them. And there's already half a break over the 20. Just shy of the 30. Get up and meet them, for God's sakes. You're down by 14 points. Willison with a carry up towards the 30. 11.5 to go. 2 tackles left. Mam gives it to Tarfa. Up towards the 40. Last tackle. Is right to Reynolds. Kicks from behind the 40. Plenty of distance on this one. Taken on the full by Adokar on his own 10. Now over the 20. And just shy of the 30. Getting pushed back a few metres here by Ricky, Staggs and Haas. Eventually plays it for Pezzett. It's now with Russell down the left edge, up towards the 30. Pezzett goes left to Kautoga. Stop just shy of the 40. 3 tackles to go. Pezzett goes right to Iongi. Straight into Reynolds. Haas is there to help out as well. And it's on the 4th. Right to Walker. 6 again, actually, for the Eels. So good territory now. 10.5 to go. Fresh set from inside the Broncos' half. Smith goes right to Moses. That's Dury, sorry. Why did I say that was Moses? The hair looks similar from this angle. The different sizes, I'm aware. Pezzett goes left to Iongi. Sees a gap. Nearly through. Stopped by Walsh on the 10. 3 tackles to go for Parramatta. 10 minutes left in the half. It is right. There's a kick through. Collected by Payne Haas. Not lost backwards, but touchdown by Smith. Is it a try? It's given us a try. The Eels will answer back off the back of some more shenanigans. I don't know what happened there with Payne Haas. I thought he'd collected that cleanly, but lost it. I do need to see a replay. What is going on? Let's have a look. So there was a 6 again. Well, there was 6 again, and then Iongi took him all the way up to the 10 off the back of that. So it's right to... Is that Moses? Kicks through, chases, not... Oh, dear. Haas couldn't quite collect it. His shoulder basically drops onto the ball and knocks it backwards. And Smith comes through and touches it down. I don't think it touched his shoulder, actually. I think he just with his hands, lost it backwards. But this is going to be 20 points to 12 in a second. What a mess. What an absolute mess. What was my score again? 28-16. So I'm on for an exact score. But I feel like we've had maybe too many points already in this game. Moses to make it 20-12. The kick is good. Eight and a half minutes to go. We've got 104 people in here. Howdy. Let's get a trumpet. Oi. Okay. 8.5 to go. 8-point lead for Brisbane. Just waiting to get back underway. It's taking its time here. Taking its time. And we are back underway. There's a kick towards the back right. This might go over the dead ball line. Oof. There was a knock on from Pezzett, but he touched it, had his foot over the dead ball line, so it's going to be out on the full. Oh dear. Out on the full from Brisbane to start. So gifting free territory to Parramatta. What are you doing? So, kick into touch from the halfway line from Mitch Moses. And the Eels will start a fresh set about 30 metres out. With 8 minutes to go. Got to watch out, Broncos. Got to be careful. Oh, what now? What's wrong with that? 12 tackles inside the red zone as opposed to the Eels just one. Okay, interesting. Tuiviti. 30 metres out in centre field with the first carry. Smith goes right to Pezzett, then to Tulangi. Stop just shy of the 20 down the right edge. 7.5 minutes to go. Second tackle, left to Pezzett now in centre field, then to Walker. Pops it up to Tuiviti. 15 out. In centre field. Smith, right to Walker. Then Pezzett. Flat ball to Tulangi, and he's through. Nice and simple for the Eels of building the pressure. The Eels are not done yet. They are not done yet. Broncos, don't mess this one up, boys. Don't mess it up. But the Eels, they've been gifted a little bit of territory and they're finding points. The Broncos early on were gifted some territory, but they found points. Someone, please, do some defending. Please. Also, Eels, please miss this kick because I want my exact score to be correct, but oh well. That's two for Tulangi. 6.5 minutes to go. Jason Riles is happy about that. He's a happy boy. It's 20 points to 16. I think they'll get the kick here. Should be a 2-point game in a minute. Just a flat ball, really. Pezzett goes, was that Tarfer? Oh, no, that's Mam. As the 3-in defender. Shibasaki trying to get across, but 6 minutes to go. Eels answer back. Again. They're not going anywhere just yet. Moses to add the extras and make it a 2-point game. If he scores this, my exact score prediction is impossible. The kick is... It's wide! He should have got that and it's wide! Oh no! Oh no! Mitch! Thank you, but... Mitch! No! He's missed it. 4-point game. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right. 4-point lead for the Broncos. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go. We're back underway. With a kick towards the back right. Collected by Pezzett. Hands it off to Tuiviti. And it's over the 10. So all I need in this game is 8 more points from Brisbane. And I'm laughing. And it's a penalty for the Eels. Brisbane, you really want to throw this game away, don't you? You really want to throw this away. Kick from the Eels' own 10. They'll start a fresh set, 35 out from their own try line. Set completion, Brisbane. That's all you need. Discipline and set completion. That's all you need. 3 penalties either way. It's now with Katoga. Up towards the halfway line and just over it. Less than 5 minutes to go. Smith hands it off on his right to Dury. Up towards the 40. Sorry, that's not Dury. Yes, it is. Quality on this stream is not very good, to be honest. So some players kind of merge together. Smith goes right to Moses. Engages the line across to Youngie. Good chance here for the Eels. Slips through. And that is another try for the Eels. Brisbane, you really don't want to win this game, do you? You really don't. The Eels have scored again. It is 20 points to 20. Mate, some of these tries today, going both ways, have been so easy. Giving away penalties or dropping the ball, ill discipline. There's been some easy meters and easy tries here. Let's have a look at this again. So, Moses, across to Iongi. Fakes the handoff, cuts back inside, or steps more directly, and then finds the line. Well done from him. Again, I do want Iongi to have a good year, and I hope he does well for Tonga in the World Cup. But well done, Isaiah. 20 points each, with a kick to come from Mitch Moses. Eels to take the lead for the first time in this game, possibly. Any second. 122 people. Howdy, folks. Good to see you. 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go. The clock's still ticking away. Well, the Eels could take the lead for the first time. Jason Riles looks happy. Wow. Right, Mitch Moses to give the Eels the lead. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Steps up, and the kick from Mitch Moses is... Looks good, and it is. The Eels will take the lead, 22 points to 20. Okay. I'm liking how this game's going. I don't like the penalties and the easy tries and all that stuff. And the knock-ons. Also, Williams passes HIA for the Eels, which is a good sign. But Gusevsky has failed, so he's out. Oh dear. But I'm liking the game. I'm just liking the points. Less than 3 minutes to go. Walsh gets us back underway. Towards the back right, collected by Jonah Pezzett. Hands the ball off to Tuvaiti. And he's up towards the 10. He's a big bloke, him, Tuvaiti. So is Dury, actually. In the last 10 minutes, 3 tries for the Eels, 85% possession, 7 out of 7 for completion, 206 metres to the Broncos' 33. Eels have been dominating for the last 10. Dury with the next carry. Up towards the 30, dragging a few defenders. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Smith left to Walker. Could have been a high shot there from Talty. That should be a 6 again or a penalty. It's not much. It's not giving us one, but it should have been. Iongi with a carry over the 40 on the 4th tackle. Electric, indeed. Moses with a kick on the last, down the back right. 2 minutes to go. Collected by Walsh. Takes it over the 10. And back over the 20. Now with Karapani. Up towards the 30. Next carry from Mam. Gets wrapped up pretty quickly by Walker, but it's a 6 again for ruck infringement. Now with Shibasaki. 1.5 minutes to go. Broncos are in a decent field position here. Could find some points. Maybe a 2-point drop goal at the end. Maybe. We'll see. 3rd tackle. Shifting it left in centre field now with... Couldn't see who that was, actually, unfortunately. It was Reynolds. He's 40 metres out, holding his nose at the moment. Talty with the latest carry. Last tackle coming up. 1 minute to go in the first half. Broncos in possession in centre field, 30 metres out. It's right to Carrigan. Then to Reynolds. Ball over the top. They'll look forward by a mile. Marin has to cut back inside. Bit of room to run. But it is called as a forward pass. Reynolds still holding his eye, actually. 45 seconds to go. Clock is stopped. Yeah, that goes about 3 or 4 metres forwards. At least the ref called it. Okay. Para in possession. Let's see what they can do with the final set of the first half. Up towards the 30, unless they give the ball away. 35 seconds to go. Plays it for Smith. It's now with Simonson. Over the 40. 30 seconds to go. Smith in centre field. Right to Tuvaiti. Over halfway. They could go for a 2-point drop goal here, actually. They're in a good position for it. It's left to Moses. Actually going to move the ball around here. Pezzett, then across to Kautoga. Over the 40. Throws it back inside. That was forward by a mile. But then it's knocked on. Eels not giving the ball back to the Broncos. There's 5 seconds to go. This might be the end of the half. Hooter is sounded. And that's going to be half time. What an opening 40 we've had here. Very back and forth. I'm liking it. I'm liking the points. I think the Broncos could do with a kick up the backside. We do know they're normally a good second half team. Normally. So I'm expecting good things in the second half. But Para, well done to come back into this. Final 15 minutes of this first half, they've been on it. Yes, there's been a bit of territory gifted away from the Broncos. And there was a dodgy try in there that they conceded. But the Eels have they've worked hard to get back into it. And they've looked good moving the ball around in the last 15 minutes. So fair play to them. Fair play. Let's put a poll up. Who will win? Eels lead 22-20 at half-time. Broncos. Eels. All right. Remember when I said Panthers are going to win when it was Broncos versus Panthers? Not too sure. Not too sure. I did also predict the Panthers to win last week as well. Wow, I've literally just posted that poll and already there's 15 votes. Wow, that is quick. People still thinking the Broncos are going to win. Eels lead 22-20 at half-time, but, you know, people are still riding with the Broncos. Broncos Nation, mate. Tip the Eels to win on Golden Point. All right, Snortle, all right. I like it. I like it. I was very proud of myself. I did back the Raiders to beat the Seagulls by 1 point. I had 25-24. And they won by a point. 29-28. So I was very happy with that. Very happy. Love a bit of Fletch and Hind in me. Always fun to watch. Always fun. Wearing their Hulk out and Leeds jerseys. Look at them go. Okay. Alright, 28 votes. 82% say the Broncos will win from this point on. I think it's still fair to back them. Because that's the thing, they are a great second half team. But the Eels are just weird. Here's 2 prime examples for you for the Eels, right? Do you remember the game against the Roosters last year when they just dominated? Does anyone remember that one? There was no reason why the Eels should have won that game. No reason. And yet they were just world class. Out of nowhere. The Roosters were on hot form. And they destroyed the Roosters. That's one. And a few years back I had a bet. This is why I hate the Eels. I don't hate the Eels, but it's just like frustrating. I had a bet on. The final game of the round was Eels to beat the Bulldogs. This was in a season when the Bulldogs were 16th. This is before the Dolphins were in the league as well. The The Bulldogs were 16th. They had the worst defence in the comp and maybe like bottom 3 attack. The Eels were 5th in the comp and had a top 5 attack. The Bulldogs bullied them. They scored like 3 tries in the first 15-20 minutes. And the bet was lost. That's the Parramatta Eels for you. They are the weirdest rugby league team on this planet. If anything's ever going on in your lives and you think something's weird, just go, that's Parramatta. Might be people saying, what are you talking about? You don't need to know, mate. You don't want to know. Looks like the Broncos didn't have a good off-season. I think Ben Hunt and Reynolds should retire. Players get past them easily these days. Yeah, man. Broncos are flat. Well, it's been Mam that they've been getting past. It's been Gosiewski, Mam, and Tafa so far. They've not broken past Reynolds and Hunt yet. So, I'm not sure. But they'll have Jonah Pezzett coming in next year, and he's going to get a wealth of experience for the Eels. I'm not sure what the Eels are going to do, though. Like, who are they going to bring in? Do they have anyone coming through the system? I'm not sure. I don't know. You guys might let me know if you're aware of a youngster that the Eels have coming through. Unless they want to move Iongi to 6 and put someone else at fullback. It's always an option. But, I don't know. It's weird with the Broncos. Muzamil is your brother? Your Medacia? Okay. Hope I pronounced those correctly. I tried anyway. I made an educated guess on pronunciation. Some of the players had to travel for the Ashes and then go home to come back to England for the World Club Challenge. That travelling must have took its toll. Not from last year. Okay. Looking at the poll, 79 votes already. Jesus, you guys have been contributing to that real quick. 76% say the Broncos are going to win. So, quick shameless plug for you guys. Firstly, if you want to join an NRL Predictions League, there's a link in the description. Just sign up through that invite link, and all you have to do every week is pick your winners. You need to pick a minimum of 4, and every predictions video I'll reference the top 10 in the point section and the profit section. And I'll reference those every week in the predictions. I have got a fantasy league as well. I've not really looked at it properly, I'll be honest. But if you want to join the fantasy league, the information to join is in the description as well. Follow me on TikTok as well. I'm nearly at 10k. I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm like 60 followers away. Something like that. I've really let myself down with it in the last couple of days because I haven't really posted anything. The normal stuff that I post, I haven't posted it. How many do I need? 60. I feel like the Broncos might win with a clutch. I could see that. I could see that. I do have the Broncos to win by 1-12. Don't want the first bet of the week to be lost, even though I put a $5 on it. And it's a 60-1. I do think there's good pieces in this Eels side. I think if you look at the Eels towards the back end of last year, there was some good signs. Like defensively, they looked a little bit more resilient. Offensively, a bit more creative. I think Jason Rouse is getting a good tune out of this side, but defensively, they need some major work to start the season. They need to improve in that department. Yeah, it was a great comeback from the Eels. Really good stuff. Both sides have gifted away a lot of territory. I do still stand by that. They have gifted territory quite easy to both sides, But at the very least, both sides in good attacking positions have done well enough offensively to find the points off the back of it. So I'm cool with that. I agree with the analysis here. I think we need to see not that Walsh hasn't done enough. I think Walsh has had a good game, but I think the Broncos are going to need him to be on the ball even more. Is that Kieran Foran on the desk? Looking smart in his suit. Howdy, Kieran. Now, man, soft tries. Guys haven't turned up yet. Yeah, I agree that they have been soft, but at the very same point, they have got to put the plays together. It could be a better game. Like, performance-wise, it could be better, but game-wise, I think it's pretty good. But 2-point lead for the Eels. It'll be an interesting second half. It'll be very interesting. Let's see what we get. If anyone's got any exact score predictions, any predictions that you've got for this half, do let me know. Sorry, just need to send a text. I will be with you shortly. 40-28 to the Broncos. Well, that's a high-scoring game. Would be fun, though, Gavin. I could see it happening. 33-22. Okay. All right. (42-31). Okay. Interesting. Very specific scoreline there. 38-30. I could see 38-30. I could see that. What was my... I think I had a 12-point win for the Broncos. I had 1-12 margin. 28-16 was my scoreline. Maybe 35-37. God, you guys just being weird now. You silly geese. What are you playing at? What you like, eh? What you like? So, to let you guys know for the stream schedule for the rest of the weekend as well, I will be streaming tomorrow morning, which is the Roosters versus the Rabbitohs. I'll be streaming that one. That's 8:45 a.m. in the UK, 7:45 p.m. Canberra time. Whatever time zone that's called. AEST, something like that. But Canberra's your time zone to look at. 7:45 p.m. in Australia. And then I'm doing Saturday morning for me, Panthers vs Sharks. That'll start 8:20 a.m. UK, which is 7:20 p.m. Australia. And I'll also be streaming the Challenge Cup Round 4 game between Wakefield Trinity and Leeds Rhinos. I think that's tomorrow night. So feel free to stop by for those. Who do you think will win outright this year? Good question. Panthers. When's half-time going to be finished? I don't know. A couple more minutes, I think. How do we get XP? Do you know what? I don't actually know. I think it's if you comment more, or if, like, I think... Okay, is this going to tell me? Okay. Right. Top XP and fans. What's the leaderboard? A place for fans to stand out in the community. Top 3 get special badges in live chat. It resets every stream, so you can always try again. How do you get on the leaderboard? You'll need to collect experience points. Here's how to get them. Send live chat messages, send super chats, and super stickers. So that's how you get more XP. Live chats and stickers. Live chat, super chats, and stickers. That's how you do it. Had a large bet on Panthers last year. Oh dear. How large is large? Prediction 38-24 Eels. Okay. Who do you think will win Super League? See, that's tough, isn't it? Because... The thing is, though, for the very least for Wigan, Field and French are not out for the season. But they're out for a couple of weeks for Field and 4 months for French. 10 grand at $9? Bloody hell. Jesus. It's back on. Players have come back out. Maybe Leeds. I think Leeds are... If I did power rankings, it's Wigan first, Leeds second, Warrington third. So... I think... But the thing is, towards the back end of the year, though, when Wigan start getting those guys back in, then I think they'll be fine. My favourite team... I support the Warrington Wolves in Super League, but I have like a bunch of different teams in the NRL that I like. I can't... Just for different reasons, really. There's no, like, feeling of... What's the word I'm looking for? Like, I can't think of the word. I don't have a connection to a team where, like, I'm constantly rooting for them. But I like the Dolphins, I like the Raiders, I like the Sharks. I also would like the Sharks to do well this year because I've backed them to be Premiership contenders. I think they've got a team that's built for it. Who else do I like? I used to like watching the Broncos. Like, whenever they've been a good attacking team, then... Yeah, I do like watching the Broncos. I did kind of pick a team like 12 years ago, and that was the Roosters, but I'll watch anybody and support anybody that just looks fun to watch. That's just it for me. Do you know what year will actually be the Warriors' year? I think the Warriors could be something special this year. With the team they've got, I think the Warriors could do something. Right, so we'll get back underway in a second. I know you want to get up the XP ladder, but let's not spam the chat, shall we? We're back underway. I do appreciate the engagement, but let's not spam it too much. Right, back underway. The Broncos kick to the Eels, and they're on their own 10 at the moment. Smith hands it off to Williams, who passed his HIA earlier. Gosewski failed his. It is shifting right. Now up towards the 30. Down the short side right to Moses. Switching it back. Now in possession is Samrani. 2 tackles to go. 40 seconds gone in the second half. Smith goes left to Walker. Back towards centre field. Out the back to Pezzett. Slightly wayward. Collected by Kartonga. Walsh to win the game with a try in the left corner. Alright, Jake. I'll hold you to that. Hold you to it. And a kick on the last from Mitch Moses. 1 minute gone. Collected. Knocked on by Walsh. Oh dear. Knock on from Walsh. Gifting territory to the Eels. 15 metres out. London Broncos pumped a team 100 points. That's crazy. If they make Super League, they'll attract players because of the City of London. Yeah, I think they will. I can't remember who they beat by 100, but I think it was one of the worst championship teams in the comp. It's with Williams. Over the 10. In centre field, Smith goes left to Pezzett, then to Tuiviti. Shifting it down the left edge now with Kartonga. A few metres short of the try line. Plays it about 2 or 3 metres out in a second. Shifting it right to Pezzett. Then across to Moses. Very deep attacking structure in it. Very deep shape. And they've gone in again. Mate, these points are too easy. These points are way too easy. That's another try for the Eels. Is that Yongi? I think it was. Let's see this one again. I messed up my my commentary. Well done, me. So Walsh with the knock on. Yeah, they were playing quite deep there in that attacking shape. Iongi just getting around Shibasaki into the back right corner. The Eels will extend the lead to 6 points. That was nicely done. Can somebody just clean up a little bit, please? Somebody? Any one of yous? Travelling abroad right now, are you live streaming the game as well? What do you mean, Aardvark? Do you mean like the actual footage, or do you mean other games? Going to the match versus the Panthers and Sharks? Maybe. Alright, I'll be streaming that one. Did Ezra score tonight? Not yet, Nash. Not yet. Do you think you'll stream football? I was thinking about this, because I didn't have any games planned for Sunday. And I was thinking, I was really thinking, I'm going to be awake for the Chinese Grand Prix because I'm a big F1 fan. And I was really thinking I might just stream the F1. And if I do that, it sets a precedent that I could just stream anything else, really. So I've been very tempted to start streaming other sports as well, whenever I've, not got the, not got rugby games to do. That kick is awful from Moses. So it remains 26-20. But yeah, I think I would maybe do football. I'm an Everton fan as well, so I think I'd only really stream Everton games. Who's your favourite driver? Alonso. So if you watch F1, you know how my year's been going so far. Oh, God. But I'm in positive spirits for the season. We'll get back underway in a second here. 4 minutes gone so far. But yeah, it's been a rough start. But we'll get back to the top, don't you worry. Back underway, Walsh will kick us off. Collected in goal by Pezzett. Hands it off to Tauviti. Tauviti. Jesus. Do you like darts? I don't mind it. If it's on the TV, I don't mind it. But I don't go out of my way to watch it. Parramatta have all the momentum. Absolutely, Max. Absolutely. Next carry from Tulangi. 2 tries so far in this game as well. On for a hat-trick. And, oh dear, we got Tolty down in back play. Slow to get up. Might have been hit high. Add a card try, please. Well, Para's got the momentum. He might come up with something. He's on about retiring. Yeah, I can understand it. I hope he stays at least one more year till hopefully the car is fixed. I reckon they could do something this year, though. I think they'll make some huge steps during the second half of the season. Oh, Tolty's going to have to go off for HIA. Clock is stopped currently. Do you like AFL? I've never seen it, Gavin. I've actually never seen it. Whenever I've seen clips on TikTok, it just sort of passes me by. It looks interesting, but I don't know if it's something that I want to commit to understanding, because there's already a couple sports that I do watch quite regularly. But, with the crowd and everything, it looks fun to watch. Okay. Eels on their own 40. They shift it right to Moses on the last. Kicks down the right edge. Karapani collects it cleanly just in front of his own try line. Takes it over the 20 through centre field. Met by Walker and Williams. So Mam on the 20 goes left to Shibasaki. There's 5 minutes gone so far in the second half. Quick play the ball for Mam. Space behind the ruck. Can he get a break? He's got support from Walsh. Gives it to Walsh. Chance to get around one. Has to cut back inside. Good recovery from Iongi. Good tackle as well. Good tackle. I thought Walsh could have backed himself down that wing there. Little step inside, shimmy, round the outside and gone in. Now shifting it right to Reynolds. Across to Ricky. 15 metres out. It is left to Carrigan. Then to Reynolds. Steps past one, steps past another, steps again. Offloads it to Mam down the right edge. Kicks the ball through. Nicely weighted. Good chase from Stags. Well played from the Broncos. Nicely done. Reynolds shrugging off a few defenders. Reynolds with the steps. Look at him go. The old man. His bones were cracking during that. 6 minutes gone. The Broncos answer back. They're 2 points down. This is a good game, this. This is all right. But Mam, finding a break with space behind the rope, gets it off to Walsh. I think he could have backed himself there a little bit more. Like, you know, little step inside. Shimmy around the outside. But Reynolds shrugging off 3 defenders. Offloads it to Mam. Reading the chase there from Staggs. Kicks it through. Really well weighted. Bounces nicely for Staggs and he goes in. Broncos answer back. You like to see it. You like to see it. Right, we have a conversion incoming. Do you think you'll go back to the rugby game? What does that mean? Does that mean something else, or does it mean you wanted me to get back to the commentary a bit quicker? 2023, they make grand finals. 2024, they had a sloppy season. 2024 was awful to watch from them. 25 grand final. Might be sloppy season. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, really. Concerning for the teams letting in so many points? Yes, Gavin. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Only difference for the Broncos this week is they've now conceded 26 points in both weeks. Just this time, they're putting up points. But the points won't always get them out of trouble. That's the problem. Reynolds to add the extras to equalize. He steps up and the kick is just swinging enough and it's good. I think he was asking if you'd go back to Rugby League 26. If that's the case, I don't know. I think the game needs serious work. Not just a few updates every few months. I think it needs like a complete overhaul for me to play it again. Because I do not like it. I do not like it. Oh, the rugby game. Right, okay, I see now. The rugby game. Yeah, makes sense. Not this yet. The rugby game. Makes sense. Thank you for clarifying that. God, I'm an idiot. Why'd you guys watch me, honestly? I'm so stupid. Please keep watching, please. Right, moving on. The Broncos have possession. Willison with a strong carry up towards a 30. 26 all. What a game we've got here, folks. Who gets a penalty try if Ezra addictive and scored? I don't know what you mean about penalty try, mate. I'm not too sure what you mean. Because there hath been no penalty try. 32 minutes to go. In centre field with Tarfer. Hunt is on at dummy half. Kicks towards the back right. Plenty of height. Not quite in the corner, though. It is knocked forwards by Walsh. Collected by Russell. Who will take the lead? I think the Broncos have momentum now. So I'll go with Broncos to score next. But I don't think that'll be the final try. Eels, 20 metres out from their own line. Pezzett goes right. And the next carry is from Simonson. We heard about York getting a new club, New York Knights. Yeah, I saw that, actually. I saw that last night. That's interesting stuff. Next carry up towards the 40 from Samarani. Walker with the next carry. On the 40 at the moment. 31 minutes to go in the second half. Fourth tackle, Smith with plenty of space from dummy half up towards the Broncos 40. The whistle is blown and we've got it kicking off. It's all happening, folks. Could be 44 to 40. 44 to 40 Parramatta Eels. It could be. If Ezra kicks and scores, actively scoring, isn't that a try? I'm not sure what you mean, Nash. I'm not sure what you mean. There is a penalty for the Eels. Would it be hard to have a game timer on the screen so we can sync easy? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll try and figure it out. I know I can. I've tested it before when I can have a timer on screen, but I'm not sure if I need to have a tab open, which makes it a bit trickier in some situations. I'll try and figure that out at some point. It's right to Pezza and loses possession. Broncos in possession. On their own 30. Mariner with a carry over the 40, pumping his legs. That's good meters there from Dean Mariner. Really good meters. Plays it in centre field for Walsh. Goes down the right edge to Reynolds. Fakes the handoff. Takes it over halfway. Next carry from Jensen over the 40. I'm alright, Finn. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's not the important table. And I was shifting it left up towards the 30. I'm not in Australia, Gavin. I'm in the UK. 25 metres out. 29 minutes remaining. Right edge with Reynolds. Chips towards the back right. We have a contest in the corner. Batted backwards from Staggs. Ricky trying to collect it. And it's a penalty for the Eels. Okay, not sure what for. I must have missed something there. I must have missed something. You'll go to the Cotswolds one day. Oh, very nice. Sounds very nice, sir. Oh, was he offside? Yeah, Staggs was just offside. Brisbane should be good in any conditions now, surely, after the winter in Hull. You'd think. You would think. Broncos are putting some pressure on the Eels' defence. They are a little bit. They're getting there. But it's Katoga with the next carry. Bumps off Jensen. Gets an offload. And Dury taking it further up the field. A few metres shy of halfway. 28 minutes to go in this game. Barlow with the next carry inside Broncos territory. 3 tackles left. Smith goes left to Williams. Up towards the Broncos 40. Bumps off Carrigan. Extra metre or 2. Smith eating up some metres through centre field. Hands it off to Dury. Watching from school. Chat is his limbs. Get back to school. What are you doing? Pezza goes right to Moses. Then across. It is knocked backwards or knocked forwards by Ezra Mam. He then loses it. Whose ball is it? I've just missed that. Whose ball is it? I think that was knocked out by Mam. Oh, in the first half now. I think there was it said something about a knock-on or something from someone else in the build-up. Are you talking about the one where it bounced in goal and he grounded it? Because that wasn't given for some reason. I don't know why. Penalty for the Eels on the 20. Not getting into the scrum quickly enough. Eels are going to go for 2. Right in front of the post. This will be 28-26 in a second. Eels will retake the lead. Well, they should get the kick. So I'll give them the 2 points. They should get it. You said 40-28. Well, might happen. Might happen. 5 penalties in a row for the Eels. Damn. Yeah, that's a really bad pen. Just get into the scrum. Like, what are you doing? Just pack the scrum. What you doing predictions for the Cup this week? Put them in, but I don't actually know if you're doing them for the Cup. Yeah, see, that's you skipping videos, that Finn, because I said at the start it's going to count. That's you not watching the full video. That's proof right there. Gotcha. Goddamn Finn. Upsetting. Nearly 15 minutes gone. Only watching for the FC prediction, you'll admit that. Fair enough. I do know that most people will click my predictions to see what I've said about their team. I know a lot won't watch all of it. I do get that. They did get the kick. It is 28 points to 6. Barlow with the first return carry. 15 out from his own line. He gets pushed back a metre or two. See what the Broncos have in their locker. Smith launched it right to Dury. Takes it over the 20 for the Eels. 3 tackles remaining in this set. Yeah, Finn's bit. Yeah, he's on the bench, mate. He's 18th man, actually. Might be dropped to the reserves next week. We'll see. 24.5 minutes to go. Great offload here for the Eels. Williams through centre field. Good carry as well. Just short of halfway. Hunt trying to strip that ball. And now it's with Barlow. Gets an offload as well. Moses. And tries to kick through. It is hit by a Broncos player. It's now the Broncos in possession. They'll look forward, possibly, or flat at the very least. Walsh in possession up towards halfway. Is there any way to watch the game on free and school computers? I assume you're watching from the UK if you're in school then. Try viprow.nu. If the school computer allows that, I'd be very surprised. But try that. Nah, don't try that. I would never recommend such thing. Nah, don't do that. Walsh with a carry up towards the 30. He's now with Hunt. On the last, goes right to Reynolds. Back inside to Haas. Needs an offload. Gets one to Hunt. Needs to go towards the back left. Karapani's chasing. Maybe too much on that one. There is. Finds touch. At least it's not in goal. And they're not giving away a 7-tackle set. Doesn't work. That's unfortunate, mate. That's unfortunate. Then, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. If somehow your computer has a VPN, if one of the lads there has a VPN, if you can download it on the computer, get them to sign in on that VPN app, and then you can use that same website that I just gave you, and that would work. Unless the website's just blocked by the school anyway. Eels in possession, up towards the 30. DeBellin with a carry up towards the 40. 2 tackles to go. 22.5 minutes left in this game. Barlow goes left to Pezzett. They've got the numbers down the left if he can get an offload. Staggs just tips him beyond the horizontal. That is a penalty for the Eels. It was a good tackle, but he just didn't need to. He just didn't need to do that. Okay, penalty for Para. They will kick into touch and start a fresh set about 30 metres out, or maybe 25. They'll tap it, come back towards the middle, and the first carry will be from Jack DeBellin. Up towards the 20. 4 penalties to 0 in favour of the Eels in the second half so far. Right to Tulangi. He's 15 metres out down the right edge. 21.5 minutes to go. Second tackle. Smith. Shifting it left now with DeBellin. Then to Moses. And it's a knock-on from Reynolds. So it'll be a fresh set of 6 for the Eels. So that's play stop for a second there. But that's alright. Disrupting play eventually. Can Brisbane defend this set? Possibly. I'm not that confident about it considering how many tries have been scored. But possibly. Okay. I would still like the Broncos to win for my bets, even though it is a long shot. I would still like them to win. Okay, shifting it right now with Moses. Switches back to Dury. Strong hit there with Hunt in the tackle. Good stuff from him. Nearly into the final quarter. 15 metres out. So 6 tackles to go here for the Eels. With a 6 again. Over the 10 now with Barlow, right of centre field. Shifting it down the short side right to Tuolangi. And this is a slow ruck here. Walsh entangled with Tuolangi. Back towards the middle now to Moses. Then across to Barlow. Needs an offload. Doesn't quite get one. Folks, we have 20 minutes to go Final quarter of the game. It is left to Pezzett, then to Moses, across, and it's knocked on. Chance here for Stags to break. Being chased down by Moses, who is quick, trying to get him at the heels. He's up towards the 40, 35 metres out. He gets brought down. Great chance for the Broncos. They need a quick play of the ball. Mariner goes left to Reynolds, then across to Hunt. Now with Mam. Steps back inside. Broncos now 20 metres out. I think it was Russell that lost the ball, actually. Hunt goes short side left to Walsh. It's a fresh set. This better work out, and it does. Thank God that worked out, because if that didn't, I was going to be pissed. Because there is no way you're getting a fresh set of 6 and you're just going to do something silly to give it away. But, you know, he saw there was space. Well executed. The Broncos take the lead. But who am I to question Reece Walsh? I taught him everything he knows, by the way. If you want to believe that. Thank God that worked out, actually. Thank God. 30 points to 26. I think they'll get the kick. It was in front of the post, really, wasn't it? So I'll just give them the extras. So it's 30-28. Yeah, it's 30-28 with a kick to come. So it's not 32-28 yet, but the try was right between the sticks. Or just left of it. But they should be able to get this. 18 minutes and 22 seconds to go in this game. This is high scoring, folks. I don't know what the highest high scoring game is that I've ever seen. The highest high scoring. High scoring. Jesus, I can't speak. I can't speak. 18 minutes to go. I feel it, yeah. I don't know if anyone feels like this as well, but like, you ever just see your own team get a fresh set of 6 and they like kick on the second tackle? It's like, what are you doing? But that's well placed. Shifting down the left edge, kicks it back towards the right, towards a post. Coach must have blasted them. Possibly, yes. Oh yeah, Dolphins and the Bunnies, 30 points to 40, yeah. That one was high. Is there another one that's been higher? Well, I know I've been to a Challenge Cup game. I'm a Warrington Wolves fan, and like in 2011, we beat the Swinton Lions. I think it was Swinton. Or was it Swindon? It would have been Swinton Lions, 112-0. So, 112 points, that might have been the highest scoring game I've seen live. But that was a Challenge Cup game, and they were a League One side at the time, I'm pretty sure. But I mean where both teams have really contributed. Like the closest, highest scoring game, if that makes sense. I'm not sure what the answer would be. I've seen like 31-30, that kind of range. We're back underway. So it is 32-28. Next carry from Willison. 17.5 minutes to go. Next carry from Tolte. Past his HIA, which is good. I think he went off for one. I think he did. It's with Payne Haas. Left to centre field up towards the 30. Hunt. Kind of goes himself from dummy half. Gets the ball off to Jensen. And he's up towards the 40. 17 minutes to go. Last tackle. Kick on the last from Reynolds. Aims towards the back right. Not too much distance on it. Collected on the 20 by Addo Carr. Up towards the 30 and taken to ground. I still think there's points in this for the Eels. I still think this is, we haven't gotten to the final twist of the tail. It is now with Simonson with a carry up towards the 40. Shifting it down the right edge to Moses. Hands it off to Samarani. Sorry about that. Shifting it back towards the left. It's now with DeBellin. Then to Pezzett. Katoga goes at the line over the 40. Last tackle, the Eels are 35 metres out. Now with Moses. Pezzett. Ignore me. Underneath it is Walsh. Knocks it maybe just forwards. No one's actually challenged anything yet. There's not really been anything to challenge. Oh no, Walsh is holding his knee. Oh no. He's gone to sit down. Oh no. Oh, no. Damn. Okay, it's going to be a scrum for the Eels on the Broncos 20. 15.5 minutes to go. Hope Walsh is alright. Out the back of the scrum, they go right. In centre field with Moses. Out the back to Iongi. Then across to Samrani. Bumps off Shibasaki. He's now 15 metres out. Yeah, it's a huge loss if he's... Oh, did I see a limp from Mam there as well? It's with Moses. Now with Dury up towards a 10. Great chance for the Eels to answer back. Shifting it left now to Mitch Moses. Then across to Pezzett. Steps back towards the middle. Had an option out the back, but didn't give it. 10 metres out. Just left of the post. They go right to Barlow. Flat ball to Dury. Tries to switch back. Intercepted by Mam. Can he collect it? Oh, no. He drops it. Mate, he juggled that like 3 or 4 times. Ezra. Oh, dear. There's a nice idea from the Eels. Just that final switch back from Dury was just way too high in the air. Mam couldn't quite collect it. This will be another fresh set of 6 for the Eels. So they are 4 points down. There's 14 minutes and 15 seconds to go. The clock is still ticking away. 5 seconds left on the scrum timer. The scrum clock. Both have had 14 play the balls inside the red zone. Nice little switch back there from Barlow to Moses. Tries to get the ball away. It's batted down from Karapani. Simonson cuts back inside, goes to ground. And a penalty for Para. Offside, I think, from the scrum. Okay. Cooper Cronk has said that they should go with, or they will go with, the exact same player. So expect out the back of the scrum, right to Barlow, switch back to Moses, then across to Simonson in the corner. Cooper Cronk's calling it. Who am I to disagree with the mighty Cronk? Pull the lever. Wrong lever. Out the back of the scrum, they go right to Barlow. Switch back. Oh, he doesn't give it. Cooper. They didn't listen, mate. They wanted to. Shifting it left now to DeBellin. 2 or 3 metres out in front of the left post. 13 minutes to go. De Silva shifts it left to Pezzett. Dinks the ball through towards the back left. Adokar is there. It is an absolute mess. Russell, has he got that? Have the Eels just scored right in the corner? The try is given, but my God, will the bunker check this one? This could be a try for the Eels. It has been given so far. They've got a chance to take the lead in a minute. Alright, let's have a look at this. It's left to Pezzett. Good defensive line speed, but then kicks through. Adokar's chasing. I don't think he touches it. So it's about the grounding. Does Russell end up in touch? I don't think he does, but let's see from this angle. Picks it up. That grounding's good. I think it's just the pickup might have been slightly awkward, but I think that's fine. I think this is a try for Para. I think this is a try. I'm going to give it. I think that'll be confirmed soon. 32 all with a kick to come. Mitchell Moses, you are up to bat, son. You are up to bat. Oh no, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. God, the stream stopped working for a second then. Right, okay, it's back. Oh, thank God. Just no more stoppages, please. Just nice and clean. 11.5 minutes to go. Moses to take the lead. Oh, are they giving this another look here? It's not confirmed just yet. Clock is stopped with 11 minutes and 25 seconds to go. I'm not sure what else they're checking, but it's not confirmed yet. So there's no touch from Adokar by his hands or feet. Try is now confirmed. It is 32 all, folks. Try is confirmed. The kick from Moses to take the lead is Needs to swing. It swings just enough. The lead is now with the Eels. 34 points to 32. Who was it before that said about the Walsh try in the back left corner to win it in the end? Might still happen. 34-32. Crazy stuff. God, I've got so much editing to do for the stream highlights. I've got so much editing to do. Oh, no. Right, it is Barlow with the first carry. 11 minutes to go in this game, folks. 11 minutes to go. Let's get a trumpet. Hey. God, that momentum swing was crazy. So Eels in possession just over their own 10. Carrigan brings De Silva down, plays it for Iyungi. He's going to hand it off to De Belin on his right, and he'll drag a few defenders just shy of his own 30. 2 tackles to go. Plays it for De Silva. Goes right to Dury. I think Dury's done alright since he's come on. Him and Tuiviti have been good. So right to Moses with a kick on the last. 10.5 minutes to go. Walsh collects it on his own 10. Launches it right. It's now with Mariner. Tries to step past one but falls to ground. Just shy of the 20. I think you need to get Walsh in possession as much as possible. He and Mam need to be all over this. 25 out from their own line. It is left to Shibasaki up towards the 30 and just over it. 10 minutes to go, folks. 3 tackles left for the Broncos. Right to Karapani up towards a 40. Will there be a game-winning field goal? Possibly. The Broncos might choose to go for a 2-point drop goal, actually, to get this level. If they're going to do it, I think teams should do it earlier rather than later. And a kick towards the back right from Reynolds. Iyungi goes up, collects it cleanly. He's met immediately by Jordan Ricky. And he comes to ground, or he's taken to ground just over his own 10. 9.5 minutes to go. Russell with the first carry, strong hit. Possession in the second half has been 72% in favour of the Eels. Decent set completion from both sides as well in the second half. A wayward ball slightly from this next play for the Eels. But Adokar will play this. Oh, is that... Oh, Adokar's limping. Oh, dear. 9 minutes to go. Simonson with a carry up towards the 20. De Silva to Walker. Over the 30. And it's the last tackle coming up. Dragging a few defenders. Good meters there from Walker. Up towards the 40. It is right to Mitch Moses. Plenty of distance on this one. Karapani has to track back. He collects it 5 out from his own try line. Takes it over the 10. Strong run over the 20. Meets Jack de Belin just shy of the 30. Can you take the ball past the 40 to get 2 points? No, it has to be from behind the opposition 40 for 2. Has to be. Oof, that's a strong hit. Jesus. Very strong. Haas with the next carry. Now left to Carrigan. Takes a carry himself just short of halfway. Last tackle for the Broncos. 8 minutes to go. Hunt, short side left to Walsh. Puts boot to ball. Wow, this is a high ball. Iyungi underneath it. Oof. Just takes it cleanly enough. Looked a little bit awkward there. But he's 15 out from his own line. 7 minutes 50 to go. Next carry from the Eels takes them up towards their own 20 and just over it. That was Simonson. Plays it for Iyungi. He goes right to Samrani up towards the 30. This is going to be such a good end to this game. Or I hope it is anyway. It's with Williams. I'm sensing there's more coming. Come on, Brisbane, get an intercept try. Maybe, Cade. Maybe. We will see. Out of all the players, you want it to be Mariner, Walsh, or Karapani to get the interception. You do not want it to be Reynolds with an interception or Ben Hunt. You don't want it. But Walsh will return the ball from the kick over the 20. Can he get an offload here? Maybe, still going. So the Broncos play this out Play this 30 metres out from their own line. Karapani cuts back towards the middle. Plays with a Hunt. He goes right to Reynolds. Back inside to Payne Haas. Oof, strong hit on Payne Haas there from Williams and De Silva. Quick play the ball for Hunt. Left to Carrigan. Up towards the halfway line. 2 tackles to go for Brisbane. 6.5 minutes to go. Hunt. It is right to Jensen. Then to Reynolds. Now with Ricky. Needs an offload. Gets one over the top to Staggs. Can he get the ball off? He shrugs past one on the 40. Across to Mariner. Cuts back inside. Up towards the 30. Mariner's still going. Over the 20. About 17 metres out. Over on the right edge. Last tackle. Mam. Engage the line. Chips with a bit of a chase. Iongi under a bit of pressure. Can he get out of the in-goal area? Mam with the defensive effort. Just makes it out. Just makes it out. The Eels are inches in front of the try line. Mam is limping. There's 6 minutes to go. Quick defensive line speed from Carrigan. And we've got an Eels player slow to get up. Is that Samarani? Oh, Reynolds is down as well. Oh my god. So, Mam was limping. Reynolds is also down at the moment. And Samarani's down. The clock is stopped with 5 minutes and 47 seconds to go. Mate, I can't call this. Who are you going for? I mean, I want the Broncos to win because I had them to win in a bet. And I had them to win in my predictions video. But I can't call this, mate. I don't have a clue who's taking this one. Like, if this was a case where Para was up by a big score and the Broncos were currently making a comeback, like a big comeback like they did a lot last year, I'm going with Brisbane. But, like, this has been massive swings of momentum all game. I can't call it. I don't have a clue. Reynolds is holding his ribs at the minute, so this is not a good sign. I think it's going to be... Well, if he's off, it'll be Hunt to 7 and Pakes to 9. I think Reynolds is done for this game. He's not good. I'm pretty sure Reynolds is done here. Yeah, that's a good point from Cooper Cronk there. Like, of all the changes you can make to lose out on Reynolds, but to then have Ben Hunt available to replace him and still have Pakes to come on at 9 to replace Hunt is so valuable. Got 160 people here. Howdy, folks. Go for the 2 Brisbane. They don't have a penalty currently. Or possession. Eels have the ball 2 metres in front of their own line. It is going to be Simonson with the first carry. Just shy of the 10. Broncos need discipline here. Big time. Williams with the next carry. Takes it just over the 10. 15 out from his own line. Next carry from Walker. Up to the 20. 5.5 minutes to go. Oh, it's the last tackle, actually. Good defensive set from the Broncos. Right to Moses. Needs a long kick here. Plenty of distance on this. Collected on the 20 by Walsh. Now over the 30. Up towards the 40. And 5 more metres after contact. So, the Broncos just short of halfway. Mam gives it to Karapani. And he takes it inside Eels territory. 5 minutes to go, folks. 5 minutes to go. What a great start to the weekend this is. What a great start. Haas with a carry down the left of centre field up towards the Eels 40. Pakes at dummy half. Goes right to Carrigan. Then to Hunt. It was Russell jamming in there. Doesn't give the ball. Does he lose it? Hunt's just lost it. Eels have possession on their own 30. It is left to Russell. 35 out from his own try line, down the left edge of the field. 4.5 minutes to go. Adokar with the next carry up towards the 40. De Silva waits at dummy half. Goes back towards the middle to Simonson. Still moving. Skips past one. Bit of room to run here for Simonson. Good recovery there from Shibasaki up towards the Broncos 40. Third tackle, quick play the ball. De Silva eating up about 10 metres. Make that maybe 15, honestly. Quick play the ball for Moses. It's with Walker. Good metres for him as well. They are 10 metres out. Last tackle. Great set here from the Eels. Shifting it left. Pezzett kicks the ball through. Bit of a mess, but it's collected by Staggs. Inches in front of the try line. Walsh. Hands it off to Mariner. Cuts through the middle. Oh, might have a break here. Oh, falls over. Broncos need to start shifting the ball around now with Shibasaki over the 20. Because I'm excited about the game, Zeus. I'm excited about the game. Pakes gives it to Mam up towards the 40. It is now with Carrigan. Shifting it right to Hunt. Still on the last. Good hands here. Can they keep a hold of it? And it's a knock-on from Stags. Adokar has possession. Room to run. Hunt to beat. Steps back inside. The good recovery from Hunt, to be fair. 3 minutes to go. Mate, the Broncos might have thrown this game away. They need to be cleaner in possession. That's the thing. They've knocked it on the last 2 sets inside the midfield. So the Eels are 30 metres out. Pezzett goes right to Barlow. Thank you very much, tourist. Thank you very much. Eels are just over there, or just shy of the opposition 20. 2.5 minutes left. Slow play the ball. Why are you slowing down the ruck here? Do you think there's still hope? Yes, because it's the Broncos. There is plenty of hope because it's the Broncos, but this year, who knows? 2 minutes 20 to go. 20 metres out. Left to Walker. Up towards the 10 and just over it. 2 tackles left. Great chance for the Eels here. If they score, it's game over. 6 again. 6 again for the Eels. 5 metres out. It is right to Moses. Then across the Tuolangi. On the 10. If the Broncos can keep the Eels out here, they have got to throw the ball around on the final set. It's with Barlow. Eels moving around slowly at the moment, and the Broncos are in no rush to get up. They're just trying to slow down the ruck as much as possible. 10 metres out. It's with Walker. He is 2 metres out in front of the left post. 3 tackles left. Plays it for De Silva. Goes himself. Just held up. Good work there from Walsh getting underneath that. Pakes was in the tackle as well. So was, I think that was Talty. Plays it in between the sticks. 4th tackle. It is slightly wayward, but collected by Pezzett. Room to run through the middle. Some knock backwards here from from Ricky. Is that a try from Pezzett? Sorry, the commentary there was just shocking from myself, but I'm so bewildered. I think the Eels have just scored. Oh my god, what a mess that was. What an absolute mess. I want to see that again. I'm pretty sure it is a try, but I need to see that one again before my brain confirms that it's a try. I think that's fine. So it goes right to Pezzett. Sees a bit of space through the middle. Ricky basically knocks on. And Pezzett chases it and gets it down. That is a try for the Eels. Let's see. Pezzett doesn't touch it again. That's a try. That is, folks, that is a try. The Eels will hit 40. Because the try is between the sticks. The Eels have won this. Folks. We've got 200 people in here at the moment. Howdy. Hi, Sid. Good to see you, mate. I thought there was hope as well. The only hope the Broncos have is that with 45 seconds to go, Moses misses the kick from directly in front of the posts, and then they go for a short kickoff, collect it, and then score a try off the back of it, and get the kick. But with 30 seconds left, it ain't happening. The Eels are about to put 40 past the Broncos. Crazy. The kick from Mitch Moses with 17 seconds remaining, and my first prediction of the weekend is wrong, and the first time I've bet in months is wrong. It's only a fiver, so it's alright. And he's taking as long as he possibly can. 3 seconds ago. 2, 1. The hooter sounds. The kick from Moses is good, and it is going to be full-time, 40 points to 32. Holy shit, what a game that was. A lot of errors, a lot of penalties, a lot of momentum swings, a lot of tries, and a lot of points. There's a lot of rugby league, folks. What a game that was. The Broncos have got some serious work to do. Parramatta's defence is still a little bit garbage, and that does need some work. But I did say, even against the Storm, there were some good signs here and there. Like, there was a couple good things, but the defence was shocking. Again, conceding 32 points, that defence is awful. But the Broncos, man, like, they've got work to do. This is 2024 Broncos all over again. They've got work to do. Mate. Well, there we go. That is full time. 72 points combined indeed. Wow. What a great game that was. Cracking stuff. Peaked at nearly 200 people, which is very nice. Normally does for Broncos games. But I'll do a quick shameless plug, right? If you want to follow me on TikTok, there's a link in the description. I post more content over there as well. Stream highlights will be up soon once the highlights are out for this game. But other social medias in the description. If you want to become a member of the channel, there's a QR code on screen or a link in the description. If you want to join the Predictions League, there is also a link in the description. But go check stuff out there, you'll see it. And I do predictions every week. And I was wrong with my first one. Get in. So happy about that. Cade, Sophia, Lauren, Drizzy, Tourist, Sid, Zeus, Philip, Flower, Spring, Finn, Dawn, Gavin, Thunder, Logan. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you very much for being part of this chat. It is greatly appreciated. But what a great game. What a great game of Rugby League. Great stuff. Don't you just love it? Don't you just love it? Right. So, again, to remind you guys of the streams I'm doing, tomorrow morning, well, it'll be morning for me, I'm doing Roosters vs Rabbitohs tomorrow, followed by Wakefield vs Leeds later on in the day, in the Challenge Cup, and then I'm doing Panthers vs Sharks on Saturday, and then that's it. That's it. But if I don't see you for the rest of the weekend, have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you very much for stopping by. Be happy. Be lucky. But yeah, thanks for showing up. See you later.